Wow, that's a nice car. That's a Camaro. Oh, what a mighty God we serve. What a mighty God we serve. Angels bow before us. Heaven and does us. What a mighty God we serve. Jesus is our God. We serve. Jesus is our God. We serve. Angels bow before us. Heaven and does us. What a mighty God we serve. Jesus is our God. We serve. Jesus is our God. We serve. Angels bow before us. Heaven does us. What a mighty God we serve. Picking up the pieces. Spider-Man, Brand New Day, Took My Breath Away. Tom Holland. You got these $1 billion movies that I have seen. Spider-Man, Brand New Day, Hip Hip Away. He's getting paid today. I mean, my tub of popcorn with some raisinets. I want to wait a while to watch Mutiny with Jason Statham and also watch the movie that everybody's been talking about later this year. Probably Resident Evil, or probably that Violent Night 2, or watching Avengers Doomsday. Yeah, wait till Avengers Doomsday comes out. I'm not gonna scream and shout. I'm not gonna tell anybody any of my secrets. I just don't want to have any regrets. I have a degree in computer engineering. I saw Margo out playing fitness, and he was able to exchange numbers. He said, we can keep in touch. We can, because I've been knowing him for a long time. Man, my career is going to be at a computer engineering company. I just want to be able to spend time with my family, having more serenity, peace, tranquility. I know I have to stay healthy and strong. God knows what is good for this foundation, for this place of cooperation. We need more appreciation. We need to get back to this time where we have to have more agreeability, accountability, more responsibilities, duties, and also meet our obligations and knowing about getting to our destination. You know, people want to deal with all this hatred and alienation. More about their restoration. More about their resignation because they want to resign. I thank God that He wants to be on my side. I'm tired of letting things slide. I just want to be able to get out of these places that's allowing me to go down the rabbit hole. I just don't want to be able to deal with this baloney anymore. What's in store? We gotta have faith versus the size of a mustard seed. We gotta children to feed. We gotta be able to have a place to lay our head on our bed. I don't want to turn red like the red hawk. Man, I eat those celery stalks. I do everything I can so we can let the pedestrians walk across the street, moving on our feet, thanking God that we can do all things through Christ that strengthens us. You have all these opportunities. You have all these responsibilities. You know, I took many liberties in helping everybody out. Just don't worry about the children, because the children, the parents need more parental control. They know their role. They don't know which way to take. It's taking a toll on them, but we don't know how they're going to be able to handle them. People ought to have permits and a license when it comes to buying those e-bikes. I had a great time at Applebee's. Man, the wheels with French fries that did cross my eyes, and also the sesame salmon bowl that made me full. And I do everything I can so this way I can have a home-cooked meal, save more money, and eat some honey bunches of oats with honey and almonds, I do everything I can so this way I don't have to be so sluggish or dealing with all this rubbish. But I want everything to work out because I don't deal well with all of these tragedies. But people, when they deal with all these monopolies, they don't know how to get out of their own misery. But plus nicotine, they want to deal with all this fastidiousness or suddenness and all this lack of motivation. But I'm tired of having all this apathy from other people because the words are lethal, fatal, and diabolical. They don't know what it comes to having self-control. They have to have self-respect and not all this negligence. But I rather gather evidence if I go to a courtroom because I'm not dealing with this doom and gloom because they just don't know how to pick up a broom and sweep the floor because they don't know because they see all this blur and it's in their eyes. And what can they see? The sunrise when the dawn does shades. And I just want to be able to have a fast cane and just don't deal with all these switchblades. But I just want to be able to make a trade and listen to Sade all day. Go to the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade. Probably one of these days in New York. I want to wake up to see that there's a sleep, that line from D. Martin and Frank Sinatra. I just want to be able to say, "Como estas? Como talez-vous? Oui, monsieur, oui, madame." Man, I want to say Sean, Bella, and Italian. Man, girls are wearing all these Balenciagas and also wearing that, got that femininity, and I got that masculinity because it's all about that power stick. It hit the right spot. It hits different. I'm gifted. I'm open-minded. I'm not closed-minded. I'm not blindsided. I do everything I can so this way everything will work out for us. When I look through all those obstacles that are in my way, help me help you. It's true. I think about God every day, even on an ordinary day or ordinary way. In the ordinary way, I just need time to heal. I listen to Seal. I listen to some of these celebrities, Jessica Biel. I don't want to deal with blasphemy, idolatry, or any of this gossip, loose lip saintships. I just want you to know that we gotta be able to leave a tip for the later. Man, I stay away from haters. I wanna not take that elevator nor the escalator, take the stairs. If I'm well aware of my health, I do everything I can so I can do everything all by myself. I have to be able to learn from my instincts and think about the imprint, the blueprint, know what Yaku always told me, being self-sufficient. You don't need help from anybody. You can do this on your own, but we all need some help from somebody one way or another. You can't do it all by yourself. Helping yourself out, advocating for yourself, it's not an easy project. It's a hard process. It's going to take time for you to concentrate, meditate, contemplate, deliver weight. Man, we don't need to think about all these past experiences. We just need more deliverance. We just need to get everything out of our comfort zone. I'm not the only one with an ice cream cone. But everybody needs to put down their phones when they're crossing the street and stop looking at the screen and start looking at the trees that's in the midst of their presence. Because if they keep doing that, being so pessimistic, they're not going to be able to get the gifts that God is going to bestow upon them. But I think God, each and every day, that He gives me grace, healing, favor, motivation, inspiration, invocation, and also encouragement. help those that are in not dealing with all this poverty, who's dealing with all this irresponsibility, dealing with like money matters. Man, I wish we had a spin off of